This is a Chucky Beat production.
I mamy już pierwszy sektor na trasie za chwileczkę.
And we are off. Welcome everybody, here is Sick Biker. Welcome to my studio. I decided to do much more episodes with some commentaries about my racing, because I've been training in racing so much, and I want to do more, not just reviewing stuff, because I do really love competing. So this is my MTB race. It's called marathon in my area. You are right. That's 21 kilometers. It's not a marathon. You can choose between 3 different loops, 20, 40 and 60, and there was so much things going on here. I just want to do some comments. I'm always choosing the smallest loop because I want to be racing more in cross country. That's what I love. So cross country would be about 1 hour to 1.5 hours. And also I want to film the whole thing, so the camera will last for just about 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is 21 kilometers. So my start was really quick. I want to show you here that there will be many guys in the back, just look at it in slow-mo, that will do some turns, do some crazy braking and anything. You have to react to that. And then guys behind you can be really pissed off. Sometimes there are some vulgar people as well in the pack, so do not allow just everyone to push you off the track. You have to just keep your line. Here we have the first turn. Up to this point I was 4th on the Strava segment, 5 seconds faster than the leader of this race and winner of this race. And once again, guys, there is just too many guys on this road. Look at the corner. We are taking the corner. There is so many guys on the right side. They are just taking a shortcut, and now we are getting bigger. The group is getting bigger. We don't have enough space. The guy on the left just hit me from the left, and the one on the right wanted to overtake us, and it can be sometimes just a bit stressful. So make sure you just do what you want to do, what you should do, and don't worry so much about others sometimes shouting at you. Tell me, is it also like that in your area? Because some races I watch seem to be so relaxed and people are just so friendly. Here, some guys are really competitive and fighting for this 100th or 50th place. So we are here 385 riders. This is a series of races. I was able to come up to the 20th, like top 20 riders, so pretty good. In my age category I was 6th or 5th last time, which I'm so happy about. But this race, I lost this race. I was 42nd from all those 385 riders, and 20th or 90th in my age category. I didn't feel well. So up to this point I was also commenting to you while riding, while racing here. I felt like I was pretty quick. I was overtaking 10, 20, 30, 40 guys, knowing that there is just maybe 30 or 20 ahead of me, which was cool, because there are also some riders from the other distance, like 40 and 60 kilometers, which means I am in the top 20 at least. That would be top 10. But then I just lost my momentum. So there was some moment I told you I'm trying to keep my pace, but at this point I'm starting to lose positions. Something is just happening. I've been working so much because working on my both YouTube channels and all these reviews and training, it's a lot of work. I'm not quite sure what's happening. I'm also changing my diet now, so maybe more things about it, more details in the future, but I just lose my positions. You will see that the most difficult thing for me was to keep up with any wheel. So anybody who would overtake me, I wasn't actually able to keep up with him. Technical sections, I love those. My Meridian 96 is just amazing bike, and full suspension bike, I'm gonna tell you, marathons and some flat quick roads, tracks in the forest, some trails, the best thing that could happen to me. Of course I do love my FSI hardtail, but you just save energy on a full suspension bike, that's my opinion. So anyway, just about any riders you will see on the screen right now, if it's not a technical part, they will just disappear. They do not attack me, they don't try to shake me off, and I won't be able to keep any wheel here, so I'm really frustrated with that. What I'm happy about is that I will still trying to like regroup and find the tactics for myself. So my lungs were hurting so much. I never have any pain in my chest during ride. It wasn't like something with a heart disease that could show heart disease or anything. I knew it was safe for me to race, but the pain in the lungs, it felt like first training in the season after the winter, you know, sometimes. Like really hurting. I don't know why. There is some climb. I'm always feeling so comfortable on the climbs, but here on this 21 kilometers, look, there was so little of climbing, so I wasn't actually able to make up any time here. My lungs and my calves were hurting a lot. I was actually thinking about pulling over and saying, just calling it a day and saying this was not my day, probably it's not my week or even month. So just tomorrow, my friends, or maybe today, it's Saturday, I'm not sure when I'm going to publish this video, we have XCO national championships. I wanted to go as an amateur, but I just don't feel it's the right moment to do any racing right now. As you can see, more guys just overtaking me and disappearing. Even those who were like 1 minute or 2 minutes behind me, they were able to just catch me, and I wasn't able to keep on their wheels. So something was really wrong here. I was just talking to you while riding that I feel so bad. I do suffer so much, but anyway, I decided just to try to find my pace once more. So from this point on, it's like we are like maybe 6 kilometers into the ride, so about 15 left. I'm pretty much riding all alone. I don't see anyone behind me. This was really long, straight road. I couldn't see anybody, but there are still some guys who would just catch me and overtake. There's my friend here. I was just shouting to him, Pablo, go man, Paul, because I wasn't able to go with him. And still, some other group would come and go, and it was just horrible. I felt I suffered so much, but anyway, I decided to keep on going. Maybe there will be some guys who will just catch me, and I will be able to keep up with their pace. So we will see how it will go. But I'm just now fighting, you know, emotionally in my head, not to stop, not to give up. I'm giving up my position because I know I cannot be just faster. But man, this was it was so difficult. It was just so bad. And I think such races are the best ones for setting up new goals, coming up with new ideas, and so. Here are some guys. They just caught me like 15 kilometers or 12 kilometers into the race, and I said, okay, I'm gonna keep the wheel right now. So I didn't let them go. They weren't attacking. They didn't want to shake me off. They were just riding their pace, and I said, okay, I have to keep the pace. Since it took so long for them to catch me, and there were so many minutes behind me, I must be able to keep their pace. So I'm trying to do that, and we were riding together for maybe 10, 12, 13 minutes or so. So it's good that I was able to tell myself something and then keep on doing it. There were some maybe 2 or 3 guys more who just joined us, and there was no fight, in between. So we wouldn't work together, but we wouldn't try to attack. No one was accelerating. They were just going their own pace, and look what's happening. They are just disappearing once more. So this was just pretty bad. I finally knew even this group was just too fast for me. Now finally, not so far before the finish line, there will be 2 youngsters. I think they are juniors. They caught me as well. There's still this group, I think. Yeah, we're still riding with this group. Man, I do suffer. I didn't want to eat, I didn't want to drink. It was just so bad. Okay, these are these 2 juniors. It was 2 kilometers before the finish line. They caught me and they overtook me, but it was the technical section. Not so much technical, but it was bad. They did it here because they were really slow here. So those wide bars, and maybe they were not so well skilled in the MTB. I think they are racing and training mostly on the road bikes. I could feel when they saw the routes, they were like, oh, what should I do, brake or jump or whatever. So I'm overtaking the one here, and I said, okay, I'm trying to keep the pace, just save myself, save energy, and then outsprint them at the finish line. But then finally one route will just be too much for the guy ahead of me, and he will stop. And then I think, okay, this is my chance. I don't feel well. I don't feel like I have anything left in my legs. But right now, okay, I'm overtaking. Since we are still in the technical section, I will be able to just get some gap between me and them, and maybe I will come to the finish line before them. But the technical section was just over, and we were going to the huge fire road. And they could just see me, and one of them will really accelerate and try to catch me, and he will. So if this section was longer, that would be much better. I'm still trying to fight, I'm trying to be aero here. I do love my handlebars with the bar ends. It's so comfy. I don't even lock my suspension because it is just so efficient. I love it. But then he caught me, and I didn't give up even here. I said, okay, I'm gonna sit on his wheel. He was sitting on my wheel, but I just slowed down, like forcing him to overtake me. And then I thought I will just oversprint him. And this is the finish line ahead of us, like 100 meters, and I was not able even to keep up with his wheel. So that was the race. The race was over. I was 19th in my age category and 42nd out of 385, which is bad for me because I'm just training so much regularly, and it should be going better. Guys, this is what happened. Tell me how is it going in your racing, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye bye.